Hey everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek, and it's Wednesday, so we're back again to talk about Star Trek comics, right? And I said last night, I was hoping they would have something new for me to talk about, and I went to the comic book store. Check this out, I got a big old bag of comic books here, which leads to a bit of a dilemma for today's program. I was going to talk about Shax's best and worst day, but now I feel it would kind of be funner to just do like an overview kind of thing, right? So we'll just look at what we got today, check out some of these covers, which I think are kind of the high point of what we got today, actually, and then maybe look inside a few of them, depending on how we're feeling. So with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, here we go. Oh boy, where do we start? I need to order these in a particular order. Hang on a second. Because I do want to reveal them. There we go. Let's do like this. Here we go. First off, Picard Stargazer number 2, and it's cover A. And I'm not sure why I even picked this one up. Because I think that I must have it. I think that I do. But I thought maybe it was an alternate cover for some reason. So I picked it up anyway. But here is the actual alternate cover, which is an interesting 7 of 9 cover here, where she's, half in the Starfleet uniform and then half in her kind of Fenris Rangers outfit there. But, I do like it when he finds and he puts aside these covers like this for me as well, because for me, one of the biggest things and the most important things about a comic book is going to be the cover, right? This is not at all Star Trek related, but this is just dumb fun. So I'm going to read this later, and then when I'm done, I'm going to pass it along to my buddy, and then he can read it, and then we can kind of talk about, the dumb fun that was Predator killing the Marvel Universe. Now this was in the stack of kind of like old stock that he pulled out for me, and I really hope I don't have it. It did not look familiar to me. There was a big stack of stuff that he'd pulled out today, and I couldn't pull the trigger because I just didn't know if or if not, if I had it. And a lot of it was the IDW stuff. But look at this. This is TNG's The Gift. This is a one-shot, and let me see. This was put out in... Okay, so this was originally published in 1990 as the Next Generation Annual number 1, and then IDW reprinted it here in the facsimile edition, I guess is what we're looking at here. And as you can see, this is written by John Delancey and Michael Jan Friedman, so very cool here. And I do like the cover. I like the cover a lot, actually. Which is why I wanted to pick this one up, even if I wasn't sure, Just take a second. Just take a second. Admire. It's a good one, right? So I am looking forward to looking at that one. And this one, actually, we may flip through this one here. That may be the one we would look through. This one, I could not resist as well, either. Look at this. This is obviously... You've got Mirror Universe, Geordie LaForge, and regular Geordie LaForge. And look at Mirror Universe LaForge. Look at this. I could not say no to this dude. Look at this. I don't know if this is some kind of modified phaser he's come up with, but this thing is pretty fantastic. So, I haven't read... I think I have a collected edition of this Mirror Universe saga. Like, look at this evil Counselor Troy right here. Whoa, so evil. But I have not read it in a long time. So this would be fun to get back into. Look at this evil Barclay. Oh man, it's so good. All right, and then we did get a little bit of the new stuff here. Check this out. This is the newest Lower Decks number 16. I think we did go through 15 together. So it might be good to... I don't know. Maybe we'll save flipping through this one for next week. But again, these Lower Decks comics, and I talked about this before, they're fantastic. They are a continuation of the show. The comedy, the I don't know, everything that I loved about the show I find in these comics as well. So I'd love to get them, and love to get the alternate covers as well. Check this out. This is cover B for number 2, which was the Horror on the Holodeck. I think not special, but issue, right? And this cover B is awesome. Look at this. Mariner with her double stakes. Boimler looking freaked out. So this one, look at this. There's no denying it, people. We have a Dracula problem on board. So this would be a good one to read also during the Halloween season as well. So I love all these little notes that they throw in the bottom here too. And they do that a lot in these Lower Decks comics, which is awesome. So yeah, so that Horror on the Holodeck, Lower Deck 16, 2 TNG books, and 2 Stargazer books, one of which I may already have. I think we should give this one a little bit of a closer look today. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to show you why. John DeLancey and Michael Jan Friedman, right? That's fantastic. I'm a fan, of course. Everyone who's not a fan of John DeLancey. And then Michael Jan Friedman is a fantastic Trek writer. So, I don't know. Let's just kind of peruse through the gift here and see, just kind of check out what we're looking at here. Interesting. I don't know. Look at this Riker. Let's get a closer look at this guy. That's Data? He is not very Data colored, is he? Alright, what else is going on here? Let's see if we can pick at some nits here. I don't know what these guys are doing. Putting on a little show here. Alright, we're just going to flip through this one. Alright, yeah, here's Riker carrying Data in. Again, the coloring on Data, like somebody, I don't think somebody got the message. I think they thought Data was supposed to be just like a regular person here. What in the... Okay. Alright, this one might actually be worth more than just a bit of a perusal, okay? Captain Picard is just turned into a satyr, I guess, and is kicking the Enterprise bridge. They've got to grab him. They've got to hold him down. Now he's sprouting horns, and it's all because of Q. Boy, this story really actually might require a more in-depth reading. So I'll tell you what, we're going to cut that off right there. And I'm going to come back to you guys after I've actually read this one. And we will have a talk about that. So, I guess in the meantime, why don't we flip through and see if we can see anything else that catches our attention here. Tell you what, let's look at this here. And check out some of the Mirror Universe versions of our favorite characters, right? Now, we've seen in the show, right, we've seen Mirror Universe original series, of course. We've seen Mirror Universe Deep Space Nine. We've seen Mirror Universe Enterprise. But the TOS Mirror Universe versions are pretty wild here. So here we go. Let's have a look at... Well, first off, there's Picard. Check him out. Buff. No sleeves. No sleeves at all. We don't need no sleeves, right? And then here's the rest of the crew hanging out. Check out Data, right? Oh man, none of them have sleeves. Just completely sleeveless society. I love it. But they're terrible people, of course. Terrible people. All right, let me see if we can get a good close-up here. I see, looks like Data is kind of like Borgified himself, right? Oh, here we go. And at the end of this comic, they face off. Put it on. You have many crimes to answer for. And of course, there is no Mirror Universe version of Worf because the Klingons were, subjugated and enslaved or destroyed. Here you go. You got Data meeting up with Gandalf here in this one. Which I think that's actually supposed to be Spock. I don't think that's Gandalf, but it looks an awful lot like Gandalf, right? The crossover of all time. Here we go. I don't know what's going on there, and we're not going to get further into it, but oh man, we got a whole bunch of angry Tellarites ready to bop in right there. Anyway, yeah, the Mirror Universe stuff in the comics is very interesting. There's also some very interesting Mirror Universe books. And just there's a lot, a lot to enjoy there. So I tell you what, I think we're going to go ahead and call it right there, because I'm actually just going to sit down and read through some of these comics now, and then next week or maybe even sooner, I can come back and we can kind of talk about them a little bit further. What do you guys think? First off, they had some he was trying to sell me. Full photo cover comics. Ugh, nobody wants that. That is garbage. Again, the covers is what I'm here for. And some of these are pretty good. I think I would say my favorite, though, of the bunch is right here, though. And I'm a big Lower Decks guy, too. And I think that's, again, it's just fantastic. So I'm going to read this stupid comic, and we're going to see why the Predator is got the Weapon X stuff on his head. And, yeah. And then, oh my gosh, we're going to get back into reading some TNG. I'm reading some Star Trek TNG, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Anyway, thanks for listening, as always, my friends. Live long and prosper, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.